Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for a little game of Big Pharma. In Big Pharma you take over the role of a pharmaceutical company and basically manufacture drugs to sell to the market, and of course we want to do this in a profitable way. The goal of this mini-series is to basically create every drug there is in the game and of course also to make it the best quality that we can. I will explain the game as we go along, so let's not waste any more time and dive right into a new game. The option I'm actually gonna choose is the quick draw option. The reason for that is that we have some of the basic technology already unlocked, which gets rid of some of the waiting time that you otherwise have at the beginning. We are starting with 50,000 cash and we would have an objective to earn a revenue of 3 million within 7 years, but we are actually just gonna ignore that. I already set myself the goal for this series, and when we have accomplished this, then the series will end. We will actually reach this goal much sooner. Anyways, let's hop into the game and here we can choose our avatar. I think I'm gonna go with Penny. Our company name is gonna be, I don't know, Penny Fresh? It doesn't really matter. Let's incorporate and start the game. First of all, I probably want to pause the game and we can hide our objective right here. So let's have a look at our map. This is the potential area that we can utilize in order to build our factories or production lines rather. And all of these slots here can be used in order to import your ingredients or export your finished drugs. We are starting with 50,000 cash, which we can use in order to unlock more territory or to buy our basic machinery. Now, before we have a closer look at all of these machines, we need to understand how ingredients work. So let's have a look into the ingredients tab. In here we can see we have already unlocked 3 ingredients. Ingredients come with an effect and side effects. Also, each of the effects and side effects have a specific range in which they are activated, a concentration. We can raise or lower the concentration using the machineries. So here we can see in order to treat diabetes, we actually need to lower the concentration of this product by 1 and we will be in the active range. Now this first green slot may still not be the perfect one, but at least the ingredient is active and we would be able to sell the drug. The same thing right here with the soothing cough, we need to lower it by 1, but right here with the painkiller we need to raise the concentration by 1. Also notice that if we only raise it by 1, the narrow pupils is also going to be active, this side effect, and of course this is going to make the pill much worse. Anyways, now that we know that 2 of our pills need to be lowered by 1, let's have a look into the basic machinery and see which machine is actually doing that, and it is the dissolver. You can see it decreases concentration by 1. The evaporator is the opposite of the dissolver, increasing the concentration by 1. The ionizer will decrease the concentration by 3 and the agglomerator will increase it by 3. Now these 2 machines are usually not available to you, they are only available in the quick start, so maybe pointing that out, let's have a look into the research tab. Right here we can see that the basic machines have already been unlocked and they have some kind of an upgrade system I'm gonna get to in just a second. Also, a bunch of these basic technologies have already been unlocked so that we can dive straight into the more advanced technology. Those 2 guys are usually also not unlocked and this one right here is also not unlocked. But as I said, it is basically just a waiting game. It doesn't make the game more difficult to unlock those the hard way, it just makes it more of a waiting game at the beginning and maybe gives you a little more time to think about things. But anyways, we have 3 ingredients, we have 3 effects that we want to achieve and make pills out of, so let's do that within the productions tab. We're gonna set up a production line. So 2 of our ingredients need to be decreased and 1 needs to be increased. You can see that each of these machines have mostly 1 input and 1 output, so assuming that we are starting our production right here with the dewy grub gem ingredient, we want to import that, and here we can also actually click it and check out its traits and everything. So let's make this first go into a dissolver by adding a belt right here. The belts will automatically adjust, and if we unpause the game, then we can see that our drug is being imported and is going through the dissolver. And as we click the dissolver, we can now see clearly that this treat diabetes trait is active and it is ready to be made into a pill. This side effect is not active and therefore we can ignore it. In order to make it into a pill, we need to go to the maker section. There's a pill print printer. And if we have a closer look, you can see down there the process time is 2. So per 2 drugs we're importing, we can only process 1. That means we can actually use 2 pill printers in a row like that. The dissolver only takes 1 tick to process, so we can just hook these guys up and also hook it up to the export as such. If we unpause the game now, you can see this first ingredient has been treated by the dissolver and is now going through the pill printer, and a pill should be popping up right here and being exported. But first we have to name it, of course. Now, because I'm very unoriginal and I'm rather organized, I want to name my pills after the disease that it cures, so I have a better overview. There's going to be quite a bunch of diseases that we cure, so it's easier for me to have the overview. This is curing diabetes. Oh yes, and I'm gonna be pronouncing most of the diseases the wrong way, so get prepared for that. So as soon as we have named it, it is going to be exported, and we can see right away how much profit we are making. Currently it is a profit of 52, and this is also reflected right here. So here we are only producing a level 1 cure. We will be able to upgrade this cure. If we hover over the trait right here, you can see in order to upgrade this, we're gonna need an ionizer, and we need to have a concentration level of 10 to 12. So we would first have to increase the concentration and then use an ionizer in order to upgrade this into curing hyperthyroidism. Holy bejeez. But this is going to be costly, and it might be wiser to actually go for ingredients with a level 1 cure first. We still have the soothing cough and we have the painkiller. So one we need to dissolve and one we need to evaporate in order to increase the concentration. So let's go ahead and we're gonna unlock this terrain right here. Right here we're gonna place our first dissolver. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So which one do we need to dissolve? The soothing cough. So let's import that. And after we've done that, we want to bring them to some pill printers just like so. And then we simply want to hook things up like so. Yeah, come on. This is quite a compact design this way. Let's unpause the game and just see things happen. It is activating the soothing cough, as you can see, and soon enough we're gonna print them into pills and actually export them. There we go. We can name this, and we're gonna name this pill cough. There we go. Okay, let's see how much we profit from this. It is 51, and yeah, let's maybe make the last production line to go from right here to right here. Yeah, eventually you'll also get these pop-ups. Mostly they just tell you about the competition making some pills and how it is influencing the market and such. I'm gonna be mostly ignoring these messages because I'm really not interested in them. It is a nice addition just to be informed about things, but for the time being I really don't care. But at this point, maybe let's have a look into the companies tab. Here you can see the pills that you are already producing. Right here you can see the names. You can also see the effects right here and the actual cure rating. It can go down to A. A would be the best cure and F would be the worst. You can also see that we are selling 30 per month. So with each tick, with each production line continuing, actually 1 day passes. Also the current value and profit, of course. You can also switch to your competitors and see what kind of pills they are producing right now. And of course, this is influencing the market. You don't want to oversaturate the market. But since we're going to produce a pill or a cream or whatever for each effect there is in the game, I'm only going to have a look into this tab in order to check out the rating of my pills and what we are producing actually. Let me show you also the cures tab at this point. Here you can see all of the cures that are available to you. These are all of the ones that I haven't discovered yet, including the blood family cure, but we have our body, response, lungs and pain families here. We can also see right away the prerequisites of each drug in order to upgrade them to the next level, and if we upgrade one of them to the next level, we will then see the 3rd stage and possibly the 4th. And each of these stages will cure a different disease or have a different effect. Also on this tab you can actually click on the cures and you can see the net demand and the saturation, also how much it would be worth if you produced one of them. So maybe it would be good to go for the hyperthyroidism first, because it probably will yield the most profit. However, I mostly use this tab in order to check which diseases I haven't dealt with yet and what to go for next. Right, Alright, so if I recall correctly, there was one more level 1 disease that we can actually cure. So let's go ahead and have a look in here. We need to import the painkillers. So let's do that. And if you remember, we want to evaporate it once. Let's just have a look. Yeah, there we go. We need to increase the concentration by 1. And once that is done, we can send them straight to the pill makers. We can import the product and just hook everything up accordingly. There we go. Let's unpause. We have our treated ingredient here, and there should be a nice drug coming out here. Perfect. What are we gonna name this? Of course, we're gonna name it Pain. No, we're gonna name it Painkiller. Why not? There we go. How much profit? Only 37 right now. That is not too much. So if we have a look into the companies tab, yeah, there we go. It is only a C rating. We also have the narrow pupils trait activated. So maybe eventually, once we get the analyzer, we need to upgrade this cure. However, now we are making a profit over 100, which means it's time to hire a bunch of employees. Namely, we need to hire at least 1 scientist for now. I think I'm even gonna go with 2 scientists. They cost us 6,000 bucks, but they only cost 30 per day. So 60 per day, we can totally afford that. And they will actually, over time, get us some research points, which of course are gonna be used in order to upgrade these machines. Upgrading these machines will make them cheaper or have some other effect, and it is really worth it. Also, we need scientists in order to discover new technology. For instance, I want to analyze my stuff so that I can see the maximum potential of a cure, which concentration would be the best to go for. And this is done with the analyzer. We can assign one of our scientists to research this project, but he will no longer increase our research points right here, at least for as long as he is researching this project. The same thing counts for the ingredients. We can hire explorers right here. They will increase our exploration points, and we can upgrade our cures to make the import cheaper, or we can use them to discover new ingredients. And we will eventually have to do that because some of the ingredients, as you can see here, contain catalysts, and these catalysts are going to be very important. There we go. We have unlocked the analyzer. We already can analyze our product, and maybe that is what we are gonna do right now before we continue with anything else. Yeah, you can see we are not making tons of profit, so maybe it's not wise to go for another production line just yet. We can just wait for more research points to be made, and we can make our current machines a little bit cheaper, and of course this will therefore increase our income again. I tend to go for the evaporator and the solver first because we are using tons of these machines. Also, the ionizer and agglomerator are good choices to make because they do cost a lot to process materials. So let's do that. Agglomerator 1 point. We also probably have another point right here in the ingredients. We can upgrade this guy, and you can see we get a discount of 10%. Okay, slowly but surely we can think about a level 2 cure. Let's actually go with the hyperthyroidism. So we need to start with treat diabetes, and we need to upgrade it once. Let's actually import this cure or ingredient, treat diabetes. And in order to upgrade this, we need an ionizer, and we need to have it at level 10 or concentration 10. So we need to increase the concentration by 4. For that, we need an agglomerator and we need a evaporator. Let's put the evaporator right here. Gonna be close to the other production line, but this way we can save a lot of space. And yeah, you cannot actually put machines next to each other. There needs to be a belt in between the machines. This is one of the recent changes in the game, by the way. However, let's connect this up and let's just see what happens for now. Increasing concentration by 1, and right here increasing by another 3. And now we can see that the pre-requirements of the concentration are fulfilled, and we only need to upgrade it with an ionizer. So let's actually do that. The ionizer has again different in and output, so you kind of have to decide in which order and how you arrange your machines. Yeah, so maybe let's do something like that. We can have it input right here, and here we can have it exit into into a different system again. We're gonna continue the production line. In here we should see, yeah, there we go. You can actually see the upgrading effect. We are now curing hyperthyroidism. We are not actually curing it because we need to get the concentration into the active range. So we need to increase it by another 4. Let's do that. Agglomerator and evaporator. We can place the evaporator right here. That actually fits nicely, and the agglomerator like so. Now we are actually producing the cure hyperthyroidism, and it is not inducing nightmares just yet. Of course, we want to print those things into pills, just like so, and hook everything up accordingly. And easy as that, we have a new production line, and this time it is a level 2 cure. This should give us some more money. Of course, we can also name this one, and I'm gonna say it again, it's hyperthyroidism. Oh, I can already see the angry comments. Anyways, let's name it and let's see how much profit we have from that. It's already 100 profit from a level 2 cure. That is not too shabby, I have to say. If we have a look into the company tab, we can see it is again a level C cure. So we're not doing too badly. This painkiller is really bad. We have to do something about that eventually. Anyways, we are again over 100 profit. So I think I'm gonna hire another scientist. That might be a good idea, and another explorer. Yeah, we just want to upgrade all of these guys. We can already upgrade this one. It's gonna increase the profit of our product so much if we have this upgraded all the way. It gives us a discount of 50%, and yeah, of course that results in direct profit. Also, I saw some research points. We're gonna upgrade the ionizer, and we are gonna upgrade once more the agglomerator. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see what that did with our daily income. Of course, it is now shrinking a little bit, but it should still be in the greens. Okay, that is amazing. We can now go for eases asthma, eases migraine. You can already see that the next level of the body response family is the fights cancer. So we could directly go for that, but for that we need a chromatograph. Maybe let's have a look what that actually is and where it is. The chromatograph is all the way up here. There's so much stuff to unlock, guys. So the chromatograph for concentrations between 1 and 10, it increases it by 10. For concentrations between 11 and 20, it decreases it by 10. So that is actually pretty useful, but it also has a processing time of 3, I believe. But you can see the research tree is quite extensive. We have only really scratched the surface of this game yet, and I cannot wait to show you more. But I think at this point we will end our first episode, and in the next episode we will start to analyze a bunch of drugs so that we know which concentration is going to be the best to go for, so that we get really quality drugs and can sell them for more. We're going to need to hire more employees, and we need to upgrade stuff, expand our territory, and the factory lines are going to get really crazy. In order to get the drug from level 1 to level 4 or higher, it's going to result in crazy projects. So guys, I'm hoping you're looking forward to the next episode of this little mini series. Let me know what you think about the game and be excited for future episodes, because even though the concept is simple, the complexity of the game raises by a lot. Most of all because you are limited to one input and one output, and you have to arrange the machines in a way so that you are space efficient and be able to upgrade your stuff, mix ingredients with each other, get rid of different effects, and so on and so forth. So if you like what you see here, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time, and hopefully I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye bye.